Hello, 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 and welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into today's video. Okay, so today's topic is piercings and like facts about piercings, how much they hurt, healing time, all things that I would watch videos on before I got pierced. So literally 18 months ago, I only had my first lobe and that was it. And then I kind of got hooked because they're fun. I mean, getting stabbed with a needle is totally a new pastime of mine. But I have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11. And we're gonna go through each one, how much it hurts. I missed. How much it hurts, healing time, and all that jazz. Because I watched so many of these videos before I decide which piercing I'm gonna get next. So let's get into it. I'm gonna pull my hair up so you can really see my earscapes that are going on right now. Like that. It's very tight on my head, but it's fine. Okay, so starting off with my first lobe, I don't remember getting this piercing that much because I was 6, I think. I wanted my ears pierced for my birthday when I was 5. So I wanted my 5 turning 6. Like, I wanted that birthday to get my first lobe. And we went to Claire's. Don't go to Claire's. If you learn anything from this video, just don't go to Claire's or like anywhere in the mall. It's just a no. But I got a pierced at Claire's. They got super swollen and angry and like hard, and like we had to take them out, let them completely close up, and then we went to a tattoo. We went to a tattoo shop and got them re-pierced. So I've had these done twice. So technically I've had 13 piercings if you count every time a needle has been jammed into my body for the sake of aesthetics. But okay, so I would say the first time I don't remember at all, but then after, when I was like 6 turning 7, I remember feeling like lightheaded after, but I think it was just because of the anxiety, because I've never felt that again. So I was just anxious to get them done, and I was doing with the needle, and it's like one at a time versus the. So, yeah, it doesn't hurt that bad, and I know because I got lobe number 2. We're moving on. Lobe number 2. So lobe number 2 was so mild. I mean, it's more of a sting. I would rate it same with the same first lobe. I would say like a 2 out of 10. Like, it hurts, but it's like this weird like ow sting versus it being like ache, or it never aches. It's just kind of like a little bit like a cut, like when you like cut yourself like lightly and it like maybe bleeds a little bit, like that sting feeling. So like 2 out of 10 for both of these. And honestly, I would say that for number 3. I got the second lobe June of 22, and I got the 3rd November, and I would say all of those were 2 out of 10. Like, not really bad at all. Healing time is like 3 months, I would say 3 months. I don't know. The second one took longer to heal than the third because I kept accidentally messing with it. By accidentally thinking that it's healed and it wasn't, and like changing it out, and then it getting all like again. But yeah, I would say 3 months because I don't remember these bothering me at all really this year, because I just kind of left them alone, and I want to get a 4th one. So yeah, 2 out of 10, 3 months healing time, give or take. I'm not a piercer. I don't really know. I just know what happened for me. So take everything I say with like a little bit of like, Next up, well, I actually got the Helix before I got the other lobes, but we're trying to go in like order. I don't know what order I'm going in actually, so now I don't know. We're gonna do ear and then move on. Helix. When I tell you that this one is a little bitch, you are not gonna believe me, because I have way worse ones. You'd think like that one would have hurt more, or these. No. I wanted this hoop. Let me just take it out to show you. Hold on. It is healed, so don't do this if they're not. I wanted this hoop. See how pretty? It's super pretty. It has like rainbow studs. And I was like, I want that. And I now I'm at focus on me. I had never gotten a cartilage piercing before. This was my first one. And I didn't know whether you should get pierced with a hoop or not. Now, the girl that was working there was like, that's not recommended. So I went and I picked out a stud. And then the piercer is like, she doesn't know what she's talking about, get the hoop. So I get the hoop. The hoop is, again, like $20 more than the stud, which I ended up having to get anyway. But that, we're gonna get there. So I get the hoop. The piercing itself, I would say like a 4 out of 10. It's so mild, actually. Like, it's like, ow. And then it kind of feels achy and hot for like a long time. But the piercing itself, if you're scared of like the actual, like, that's never as bad as the aftercare for me. It got a piercing bump on it, which is when the skin kind of like fills up with white blood cells and like gets puffy and big and swollen, and it hurts. It hurts. So we went back to the shop, and then by this time I already got my nose pierced and met the guy who's pierced the rest of all of my piercings. So he's pierced the second lobes, the conch, the noses, the belly button, all of them, because he's the best. So he was like, we need to change that. So then we had to buy the stud, but it's an opal. But anyway, got the stud. The bump didn't go away. So then I went back, and he had to put even a longer post in with a ball top. So that's just literally a metal ball, so that the air would hit it and dry out all the funk that was happening. And it was never infected. I've never had an infected piercing. I've just had this one be the worst. I got this in April of 22, which is also not recommended. Like, the best time to get your piercings is like October and November. Think that through. So it's coming up. That's why I'm doing this video. Like, get your piercings now. I got it April. By August, I had the metal ball in it. The bump went away so fast and it felt so healed. So I put the like regular, the opal stud back on, and that was fine. And then by Christmas Eve, I was like, I think it's healed enough. Like, I'm gonna put in my little rainbow bedazzled hoop. I put it in. The next day it has a bump again. So I'm like, okay, we put it back into the stud. Goes away immediately. I wait. Then in January, it's like 9 months, I go in and I get a regular anodized, which is when they shock the metal into changing color, anodized gold hoop for my Helix. And that one doesn't cause any problems, because the problem is the gems. The gems slide around inside, and if it's not healed, it just rips it back open and it hurts like a devil. So I have that in for a while, and then by the summertime I put this in, and again, it's like fine now. So we're finally here. This took a year to heal. Piercing is like 4 out of 10 pain-wise. Healing took a year. Like, and I'm gonna get one. I want to get another one up below it, and I'm gonna pierce with a stud, because obviously. And we're gonna see at the right time of year. And we're gonna see how long that one takes to heal, because this one was the wrong time of year. And the hoop, but not even just a hoop. It's like bedazzled dagger. I called it like the demon hoop because of the little like razor blade gems that would slide around in my open wound, and like that. It was bad. Okay, so moving on. Okay, the next piercing is my newest one, and it's this conch piercing. Some people say conch, some people say conch. I say conch like the shell. I don't know. But anyway, I just got this one done right after my birthday, and it looks so much like better than this one did at this point. But we have a little bit of a horror story. I'm gonna tell you it, but please know this does not happen very often, and I can't even explain what happened, which would probably make it even more scarier. But please don't chicken out of the piercing. Everything will be fine if you just take care of it right. And when something looks wrong, go immediately to your piercer. Don't be like, it's fine, it will go away. It won't. Sometimes it won't. It might, but it won't. Okay, I got this pierced September 14th, and I got this green little jewel in it, and it was fine. I was like, he pierced it. You can hear a sound. Can't hear it with this one, but you can hear a sound when you pierce that one. And that was weird, but it didn't really hurt. It didn't really hurt that bad. I would say it was like a 5 out of 10 maybe. I don't really remember how bad this one was to get pierced. I remember being like, wow, that was not bad. So the first day I'm like, oh, nice. It swells up a little bit. I'm like, okay. Saturday, so I got it on a Thursday. By Saturday, it was just throbbing all day. And I was like, I was taking ibuprofen. Did not enjoy that. So then Sunday, I wake up and my ear is giant. And I don't have any pictures, but like imagine, because I don't take pictures of gross things because I don't want to relive them. It's like, it's big, it's fat, it's pink. And I'm like, having my hair on it like probably would hurt it, but not having my hair on it means everyone gets to see my giant pink ear. So what do you do with that? Start soaking it in like salt water and icing it and all this stuff. By Monday, you can't see the back. You can't see the back. You just see this little white dot. And it's so swollen. So you cannot see the metal post at all, or the back of the ear. And I'm starting to get a little freaked out. I'm like, is my ear like eating the piercing? Is it gonna just like shoot out one day? Is it gonna be like a splinter? So I go back to the piercer guy, and oh my gosh, this hurts so bad. But again, don't take this as something that's definitely gonna happen to you, because it probably won't. He has to put lidocaine on my ear, which actually hurt so bad. I was curling my toes in my Converse and like digging my nose in my hands, like trying to not, you know, be a little tough girl. Like, we're not gonna cry. But ow, holy hell, that hurts so bad. Then once he waits like 15 minutes, he has to take my earring, push it out the back, take it out, put a longer post in, and then close it. Ow. That's the only word I can say to describe that. That was like a good, like, and it was so weird because what would happen is touching it would hurt really bad, but like after you're done touching it, it wouldn't hurt anymore. And I was like, what's that about? But him doing this, I like had my eyes closed, and when I opened my eye, like I couldn't see out of the side. It hurt so. I was like, oh, I can't see out of my left eye. Oh my, okay, that's crazy. But then as soon, like by like 2 days later, it was completely fine, and it's been like this since. And I got him to change it back to the shorter post so it wouldn't get caught. And I mean, like, it's so mild and like fine. So if that hadn't happened, I would say this was like one of the easiest piercings like to manage, because I can wear headphones and I can lay on it sometimes. So like it's a good piercing. I would get this before you would get this, even though the horror story that happened. Talkative me never gave the Conch numerical grade. Oops. But I would say it's like a 4 out of 10, same as the Helix, and it's gonna take a year to heal just because that's like the maximum for a cartilage piercing. Like, it could take less, but it will probably take a year to be completely fully healed. So yeah, my belly button is probably like my easiest piercing I have ever gotten to heal. Oh my gosh, I got it a year ago tomorrow, and it's healed, completely healed. So I got it, like, you start out with the jewelry you want, unless you like want like a dangly one, I guess, but I did not. So I just started out with the jewelry I have in now, and it hurt. I would say it was like a 3 out of 10. It was a stinging, because when it's not cartilage, it stings. So it was like a lobe piercing feeling where you're like, and then like it would sometimes sting like when you're cleaning it with the saline, or like clothes like bump it. By the time, like by spring, so like it was October, by spring it was like so fine. Like I didn't whack it pretty much ever. The only thing is like high-rise jeans, I always was very careful to like pull them like out before I stood up, because if you're sitting down and it goes over and you stand up, it's gonna pull down and like pop. So I always would be like, but I was really good about that. Nothing ever happened. In fact, when I went in a month later to get my third lobe, dude was like, wow, that looks alarmingly well. And I was like, I know, like I've never had a piercing heal that fast. What? So yeah, belly button piercing was great. I would say, yeah, 3 out of 10 pain wise on the piercing. And like, I think they say 6 to 9 months, but for me, I think it was like 6 months. So probably from like completely healed. Final two are actually my favorite, which are my nose piercings. First got this one, April of 22. And nose piercings are weird because they make your eye water, like just one tear from the eye that's the side. So if I got it over here, it would have been this one, but it was this one. And I was like, and it kind of felt like this ache that's like someone just punched you straight in the face. I would say the pain on a nose is like, piercing wise, 5 out of 10. I would say 5 out of 10 on the first one. It's gonna be different for the second one, so just wait. But yeah, 5 out of 10. Healing on this one, I got a bump on it at the same time I had this one, and it took a little bit to go away, but by 3 months I had the hoop in it, and then it was just kind of like smooth sailing from there. I don't know why I'm using like sailor terms, it doesn't matter. Then this May I decided I wanted to get a second one, which is this little cute guy, because I was like, I love the blue stud that I originally got in the first one, but I'm never gonna put it back because I love the hoop. So like, let's make it like a little accentuate the gold with the cute blue stud. So I went back. He pierced it, and because it's higher up, so it's like this one was like right here and this one's higher, so it's thicker, and I have very small nostrils. Like, I mean, look at my nose, it's very small. It's not like, there's not a lot of space for him to like get in there and to like put the jewelry in. So he pierces it, and I'm like, oh, that really hurt. I would say like 6 out of 10. But then he had to put the jewelry in, and that hurt like a 8 out of 10 because it's just freshly pierced, and he's trying to shove inside my nose, like to, oh my gosh, I was like, I just remember doing this with my eyes. Like, but then, and then it just kind of ached the same way that this one did. But like that, putting the jewelry in, whew, ow, ow.
Please remember that I am not a piercer, and what happened to me may or may not happen to you, and that yours might take longer to heal or less time to heal, and you might think it hurt more or less than I did, and that's okay. But I'm just here to give my experience.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed, and please subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.